Hey guys, welcome back to Code and Box Automation Lab. This is Sharful. So this tutorial is the part of Agile methodologies, like the Agile the testing process we did on my last video. So if you haven't seen the last video regarding the Agile process, please see that video first, and then watch this one. Yeah, I will add the link in my description for the other video so that you can see that part, and then you can see this part, because this part will cover the testing activities through the Agile. Okay, so first you have to see the Agile process, that video first, and then this is the second part. Okay, so now this is the second part. This part will cover how we can manage and maintain the testing activities through Jira tool. So after we create the project, everything have been done. It's completed that we did on my first video. So this part we're going to see how we can handle the testing activities. So we'll go back to our the project dashboard, and then here we'll go to Jira settings. Okay, just to let you know that in Jira to manage and maintain the testing management activities, it doesn't come by default the features. It's a plug-in. It's called Zephyr, Zephyr. Zephyr is a plugin that we have to install with our Jira software that will let you give you to use the features that you can manage and maintain your testing process, like creating test cases, and then you can execute them, you can see the result, all those things. Okay, so let's do it. So first we'll add the Zephyr plugin. Okay, so here after we come to the Jira settings, and then we'll click on apps. You see the apps, and then we'll click on find new apps, and then we'll type Zephyr. Let it come. Okay, here we'll type Zephyr. Okay, hit enter. Okay, the first result you can see Zephyr for Jira test management. Okay, select this one. So click on start pick, and then try it free. So this is it's a plugin, so it charges extra $10 every month. I think it's good for 10 user. Okay, but this time we will use the free version of the trial version. Click on try it for free. Okay, and start trial. So it takes just a probably a minute to install, to does the installation behind the scene, and it should be done. Okay, apps has been okay. Here you can see this Zephyr for Jira test manager was added, so it should be added with our Jira tool. Okay, so if we go to how we can see this, so let's go back to our dashboard. Okay, click on this Jira software. Here you can see, here we go, you can see Zephyr. Okay, so you can see the Zephyr now. It's the plugin already added here. Okay, so it was not before this features, so now it's added on my left navigation bar, so it means it's already the plugin already added. Okay, so now, as I said, in Jira everything is issued. Like you create a bug, epic story, even test cases, it's all issues, and we can create issues from right. If you click on the plus sign in the left navigation bar, it should pop up a new window, and you can see the issue time. You can see the issue time. Okay, here is issue type bug, text, story, epic. So what if I want to write the test cases, but you can see it's not there, even though I added this Zephyr plugin. So it means it's this plugin already added to the Jira, but there is a settings we need to update so that we can see the issue. One of the issue type, it's called test. Okay. To do this, I believe we have to go to project. Let's go to our project. Click on our project, and then project settings. This is our project. I believe we have to go to the project settings. Back to project. Here. Okay. Go to the project, and after that we'll go to project settings. Okay. Issue, and then project settings, we will see issue type. Okay. Select the issue type, this option, and here under the action we can select edit issue types. Edit issue type. Now you can see there is a test. Okay, this is all we can see. The tags, those are the issues available, the story, bug, epic. But there is a one more is available right now. It's called test. Okay, that's what we need. So drag this one and drop it here. Okay, and make sure you click on save. Okay, now go back to click on plus sign. See if it shows now. Here we go. You can see that now it's test is there. Okay, you can see now it's a test issue. Issue type is one, and an extra issue type is test is there. Okay, so to write a test case, we have to select this test features. Okay, so let's create some of the test cases. So if you see my previous video from the Agile process, okay, so up there we created there was a project for Walmart. You can see the project for Walmart. We had an epic, we had a user stories and features or title for the each user stories and the user story. Okay, and then we each and every stories, so we had estimated story points, and we divided to different sprint. We in our project we did one sprint. So now this is the link with the same stories. For the same stories, we created some test cases. So this is the user story. You can see this is the user story. As a first time visitor to the e-commerce website, you can see at the first time this is the story. Same stories. I created some test cases. So I created two test cases for two stories. Okay, as per our last project, the same project. This is the story, and this is the features for titles for the test case, and this is the steps for each test case. Okay, this test case there will be number of actions, which is the test steps, and then there is an expected result, and then we'll see the actual result when you do the execution. If it's a match, expected and actual, the test case will pass. If it's not, it will fail. And then also I give you some test case ID number, TC. That's you can see it's random ID number I give. You can give it whatever you want. Okay. As well as Zephyr will create its own test case ID for each and every test case. So let's create a test case first. This is the features and title we need, okay, to create the first test case. So first, as we click on the plus sign, and then we'll select test, and our summary would be the title, okay, title of the test case. The first time visitor can make the payment as a guest user, okay, without having a registered account. User account. Okay. And then if we have any document related to the test case, you can attach like Excel file I have seen. So it's shown, you can attach that one. And description would be let's go to there. Description would be the user story. User story would be the description. Okay, so let's paste on the description as the user story is the description. Okay, then issue. This is the first one. Okay, I mean this test case is linked with the what story. This is this one. The first time we can make payment as interface, so we can link with the story and test cases. Version. Let's select the version, and then assignee. You can select automatic or later on. It's fine. And then priority, what's the priority of that? This test case, let's say high. Then let's label as it. Make sure also we have to link the epic. What epic is this test case, and sprint also. Okay, we close the sprint. Okay, the last time we close the sprint. That's why there is no sprint here. Okay. So make sure you create that sprint. This should be part of the sprint, like sprint 1. Okay, so since we closed in my last tutorial, I closed the sprint, so that's why it doesn't show the sprint here. Assume that so your sprint is still going on, because when you create the test cases, every sprint you will have test cases. So your sprint shouldn't be closed when you create the test cases. So it should have a sprint, right? And then let's create another one. So click on create. So eventually I will create both of the test cases. Let's go here. First, user can register. This is the second one. And then let's see. Okay. This is the description. This is the description, and then same thing. Okay, your version should be here. Okay, label, epic, sprint. It's missing, as I said. Okay. So if we see, here is the one thing is missing in this test cases. The test steps or test action. That part is missing. We haven't put any steps, like example for this test cases. For this test we have a steps, right? Open the application or browse the application, and then click on the all categories, select the sofa. Those are the steps, right? And to add, we can sofa or couch, and then we can go to the cart page, and then we can confirm the subtotal, grand total, and same amount. Click on the proceed to checkout, in the step payments method. All those things are steps to complete a purchase as a guest user, right? So we haven't done this. We haven't seen this to add all of the steps in our test cases, but we'll do. Okay, let's create it this time. Complete it. Okay, now we're going to add the test steps. Okay, those the test cases we'll see, and we can add the test steps. That's we didn't add the test steps when we create the test cases. So go back to our Jira-Software. Click here, Jira-Software, and then come over here. You can see Zephyr. Okay, click on Zephyr again, and then you can see there is also option to create a test case here. Create a test case. You can create the test case from here, or you can create as it is, from the plus sign as an issue. Okay. So anyway, we will click on test summary. Okay, this is one option. You can see there's lots of all this left navigation bar is there's an option under the Zephyr, like create a test case, search tests, cycle summary. We'll see the cycle. Okay. After we complete both of the test cases, then it should be part of one of the cycle. We will have to create a cycle. So and test metrics and test summary. Let's click on test summary. Okay, it will show. So test summary is showing total test is 2. Okay, as we just created 2 test cases. So let's click on total test. So here we go. You can see the total test. Okay, so 26, 27. This is the total test. Okay, this should be first. Followed by signing, we didn't. Okay, change the date. Anyways, it's fine. This is the first one, and this is the second. This is just the 2. Okay, either way, you can click this one or this one. It's fine. So here, after you click one of them, you will see this. It shows all of the details about this. This cases, and you can see there is a D icon. Click on D. If you click on D icon details, you can see it shows here is the steps, the details. Okay, test steps. You can add all the test steps here. If we have a test data, you can put the test data here. Then test result is expected test result. Okay, so let's copy our test cases. So this is the one new user can register on the site. New user can register on the site. So this is our test steps. Okay, what's really happened here, and I'm pasting all the test steps, like 4 or 5 test steps, but usually every steps, in one box should be 1 steps. Usually, that's the standard process. Every step should be separate, not all of the steps in one place. So, and then you can add more. Okay, you can clear, you can add more. I believe you can add, yes, you can add steps. You see, if you click on it, it will open another box like this. You can add more. So each and every. So right now, just as an exercise, I'm just putting all of the steps here, but it should be each and every step should be 1 box in one area. Okay, and then test data. For now, we don't have it. Test data and test result. That's our expected result. Okay, what's our expected result? New user able to register successfully and create an account. Okay, that's our expected result. If we follow these steps, and then we're supposed to see this expected result. Okay, and also here you can add the steps too. That's fine. Pretty much steps. Okay. Oh, as you see, it's open another box, but it's fine. We don't need to add more. Okay. And then you see, this is the one I created. There's the one more, so just fine. Okay. And then we can assign. We can do the assign. Let's do the assign. Okay. Let's just good. It's automatically. It should automatically save. Okay, let's add the other one. Click on D as the details. I can make the name. Okay, steps. Let's copy the steps from here. Copy all the steps, and then paste it there. Okay, again, they were saying like every steps should be separate, not all of the steps together, and every steps is an action, so it will have an expected result. Okay, just make it sure that it's this is the standard process. So I'm just writing as since I don't want to create again and again multiple the boxes here, so it's fine. So add this expected result. Let's copy the expected result. User is able to list and buy the product as a guest user. Okay, should be fine. You can see. Okay, Good. Okay. Now we have so we created two test cases. Both of them has been assigned. Or let's assign this same person. So both of them has been assigned and added the steps. Now we have to create cycle, test cycle. In Jira, we have to have all of the test cases should be in this cycle. It could be like functional testing, regression testing, smoke testing, whatever it is, the cycle. Your test cases should be part of the cycle. So how can we create, or we can see, where is the test cycle? Let's go back to our main menu. Here, click on Zephyr, and it should have cycle summary. I believe, okay, Zephyr plan test cycle or test summary. Let's get plan and execute. Okay, let's click on cycle summary. Okay, cycle summary, click on create. Okay, you can see cycle summary here. Okay, it's right now there is no cycle, looks like. So what you can do, create new test cycle. Create new test cycle. Okay, give a name here, schedule, okay, version select, give a name, say, or okay, functional testing. Functional testing is it. Test cycle name, description, you can put test cases, test cases related to functional cycle. Okay. Build, there is no build right now. Environment, whatever it's like Windows 10 or whatever you can say. Environment, date, today from, okay, you don't have to put that too, it's fine, save it. Okay, now we have a functional testing, that's a cycle. Then let's see that we can add now those functional testing, those test cases, save it. And let's see that if we can add here test cases, those test cases, if it shows. So now we have to add okay, so our cycle has been created, so let's go back to our test summary. Click on test summary, click on total test. Now our objective is to add these two test cases under the functional testing cycle. Okay, and then here interaction detail execution. I can add so now we're going to add those two test cases, okay, to a cycle. So let's go back to the Jira software for dashboard. Click on Zephyr. Okay, click on test summary. Okay. Test summary shows total 2 test cases. That's what we need to add to the cycle that we created. Functional testing. But it comes, so it will select the by default the first one. Okay, let's see the first one. Okay. So you can see here add to test cycle should be option. See A. Okay, here Zephyr actions. It was an add to test cycle before, but now it is Zephyr action. Click on this A button, A icon. You can say add to test cycle. Now it's okay. So click on there. Will pop up a window. Select the version. This is our version. Test cycle. Here is our functional testing. Select this if you have a folder. Select this if not. Leave it. Assign. It's not showing anyone, but we already assigned to the person. Okay, this test case should be fine. Yeah, add to more test cycle. Okay, let's add more. The other one. Let's add to the other one. Okay, click on add to test cycle here. Again, select this cycle. This folder, nothing for now. Okay, so now it's this two test cases should be our function under the functional test case. Okay, let's go back to the main menu. Zephyr cycle summary. Here we go. This is our functional testing. This is our cycle, and it shows the two test cases here. Okay, and its status now it's unexecuted. We haven't executed yet. Okay, this is the summary. You know, all those things, all of the other options for this. Okay, so we added these two test cases under our cycle. Very good. Then next, our task would be to execute this two test cases. Okay, we'll do it manually, so we'll see how we can do it. You know, I will execute this too. So now to execute these two test cases, okay, we can execute from here, or we can execute under the test summary too. Let's see how we can do from here. We can see here is the E is an add to the action for execute. E it means execute. If you click on execute, here we go. So test details. Okay, skip the two. Now here you can see execution status now is unexecuted. Okay, and this is the test case number, and there is a summary description. You can see all the description here, all the steps are here. Okay, you can see here from here you can see if you will follow one by one steps from here on the steps, and then each and every steps there will be status. Okay, you will say pass or fail. So I'm doing it manually. You have to do when you follow this, you have to do it at the same time you follow the steps. Okay, so click open application URL, you will do it, and there will be status for this pass or fail. For each and every action there will be status for pass or fail. The one test cases will be passed at the end when all the steps are passed. If any one of the steps is failed, this test case will consider as a fail. Right now we put all the steps in all the actions in the one steps, but in real life, as I said, you're gonna put each and every the steps, the action will be separate steps. So right now we're saying, okay, this is pass. So let's say execute it, and it will show the status is pass. That's one of them. Okay, let's go back to the other one. And other one, again click on E. You can change from direct here too, but it's better to do it from the execution status so that you can follow the steps. You can see the steps and changes from there. Let it open, and at the end we'll say, okay, assume that this one is failed. Okay, execute. So it means our expected result did not match the actual result. Okay, so what's really happen when it's fail? It's failed. What's really happen when it's failed? We have to file a bug for this specific fail. So, and we have seen already in my last tutorial video that how we can file a bug. Bug is also an issue. So click on right plus sign, and then so you file a bug. Example, you will select the issue type is it's bug, then put the bug title or summary, steps to reproduce the bug, specific version. You have to make sure the version, the priority. Here is the one thing in Jira, there is no severity. Okay, it's a priority, all is priority. There's no severity like critical, high severity. It's a bug also based on the priority. And then make sure you select the specific issues, and also the epic and sprint. All those things are linked to the specific bug, so that it will able to narrow down. Okay, this bug is for what test cases. Okay, right now I'm not creating a bug. So here you can see, and it shows. So after here, your functional test case will show one is pass, another one is fail. Okay. So right now, this is the one I created, and ad hoc it's by default it's always created by the tools. Let's go to Zephyr now. And here you can see the cycle summary. Okay, cycle summary is like this. First, whatever the cycle it is show you. You can see the total execution was 2, cycle execution 2, total execution 2. It shows, okay, this is the environment, understand who did, who created, that's me, and the date, all those things. Okay, and let's go to test metrics. Okay, summary, test cycle, test metrics. Okay, test metrics will show you the test report like we did. Okay, here we go. So this is the graphical representation or view that's for your test cycle. Okay, so example here it's showing we had a 1 pass, 1 fail. Okay, so and this is the test execution by test cycle. So we had only 1 cycle, which is functional testing, and it's a two test cases on there, and 100% was executed. Doesn't matter it's fail or pass. It shows this is the graph that it shows the 100% was executed. But that's the same thing. It shows also 100% was executed, and the tester name. Okay, but this one it shows it was at 50%. You can say one was fail, another one was pass. How many fail, pass? It shows like this. Okay. So this is the test cycles. Okay, report you can see under the test metrics features from the left navigation bar. So that's all about the test activities that we can perform through the Jira tool. So we have seen how to create the test cases. Before that, we have seen how to add this Zephyr plugin, create a test cases, and then create test cycle, add the test cases under the cycle, then execute them, and then see the report under the test metrics features. Okay, so that's all the test activities that we can perform through the tools, these tools. Okay, so pretty much that's all for this tutorial. And there was some testing related, there's a question. There is a frequently asked question like what is Agile testing, what is involved in Scrum cycle, and then what is the difference between product backlog and a sprint backlog? What is an epic, user story, and tags? So there is what is burn up, burn down chart? What is velocity? Okay, those are the very common, frequently questions usually asked during the interview. So you can see some set of all this set of questions, in our website. If you go codeinboxautomationlab.com, and then if you go category, select interview guide, and here interview, click on read more, and then here you can see Agile interview question sample. There is a list of pretty much 13 test questions I was able to gather. As far I know, it's very frequently a question is asked regarding the Agile process testing activities, through the Jira. So all those things is listed over here, and during the class, definitely I will give you the answer also. I will give you some notes that will cover all this like this. Okay, it will cover all the answer for this listed test cases I have told you. Okay, so that's all for the tutorial, and don't forget to click on subscribe button so that you can get that updated videos, as I do videos almost every week, usually Monday and Tuesday. So if you click on the subscribe button, so it will notify you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Thanks.